here we have several questions. You can start do them and solve them. Okay. But now let me show you the second way. How can I factor this one? Okay, with different way. Okay. Look to this. The first step you need to do. Okay, it's same thing. Okay, which is first step A times C. Step 2, factor the numbers to add it to B. Okay, same step of the grouping, but only the first and the second step is the same. Okay, so the first step, 6 times, okay, 6 times 1. Okay, so 6 times 1, okay, it's equal 6. Okay, now first, what you need to do? First, you need to multiply this one with this one. After you multiplied, okay, remove the 6 from the beginning, okay? After you multiply, just remove it and keep the function, okay, keep the function without the 6. So x squared plus 5x. Now, we multiplied 6 with 1. 6 times 1 is equal what? Is equal 6. Now, I change my function to look like, or the quadratic to look like this. Now, step 2, factor, okay, factor C to find B. So what are the factors of 6? Now the factors of 6 that I get 5, I have two factors. You can I have two different answers. You can do negative 6 plus 1, sorry, positive 6 minus 1, okay, which is will give me 5, or you can use 2 times 3, which is also give you 5. So it's up to you. You can use one of them because both of them they will give you the same answer. Now, let me use the factors of 6 that give me 5, 2 times 3, right? Because 2 times 3 is equal what? 5. Now, write the factors, okay? The two factors, x plus 2, x plus 3. Now, did I finish? No, I did not finish. Now, the first step that I did here, what I did? Multiplied by 6, right? Now, I need to divide by each one. Okay, each one I need to divide 6 because I already multiplied. Now I need to divide to, let's say, do it in reverse way. Now, divide 2 over 6. Okay, now 2 over 6 and 3 over 6. Okay, now let's simplify the questions. Okay, let me just put a rectangle here to hide this one, just to show you the answer. Okay, now, let me just put this one in white. Oh, sorry, again. Okay, this one and white. Okay. Now, what's the next step? After I divide by each one, now simplify. 2 divide 6. Okay, let me change the color. Okay, so write it in red. Okay. Now, it will be x. 2 divide 6 is equal 1 over 3, right? And here, x plus 3 divided by 6 is equal what? 1 over 2. Now, did I finish? No, I did not finish. I can't have a fraction, okay, as, let's say, as my 0, okay? Which means I can't keep it x plus 1 over 3, x plus 1 over 2. No, what I have to do, if I have a denominator, this is a third step. If the denominator, okay, denominator will go beside, okay, beside the x. What's mean will go beside the x, okay? That's mean I will take this one and here. I will take 2 and I put it here, which means, or I can rephrase this one, not beside x. I can say that the denominator will multiplied, okay, with, okay, with x. Okay, so that's me. 3 times x is equal to 3x. So now my answer will be 3x plus, after I multiplied, I remove it. So 3x plus 1 and 2x plus 1. So that's how can I factor with another way. Okay, if you need one more example, okay, if you need one more example, we have several examples here. Try to do them by following this way, and you will see, find the answer. Okay, now solve the following quadratic equation. So as you can see here, we have this quadratic equation. Okay, but as you can see, it's not in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. So now I need to solve this one and equal this one equal to 0. Now, what I need to do first, I have 4x squared here. So I have to, okay, 4x squared, so I have to minus 4x squared, okay, for both sides, minus 4x squared for both sides. So now if I minus, so I cancel this 2 out. So now if I minus this one, I get negative 2x squared. And here plus 4, so I have minus 4, so I get negative 6. So now this one is the formula of the quadratic. Now I need to factor that. Okay, and as you can see, the book show you how we do the grouping. Okay, but here, I will not show you I will change the weight, okay, of doing the grouping. Okay, let me do it in the way that I teach you. Okay, okay, or let me do it here maybe. Okay, let me do it here beside so you can see the difference and you can check any way that you like to do. Okay, now, this is the way of, we call this one grouping. Okay, and this one, let's call it okay, let's give it my name, Ismail Way. Okay, use whatever you like. Okay, so what's Ismail Way? Now, first, 2x squared plus 7x minus 6 equal to 0. Now, I do the same way what I did. Okay, let's write now the function here. Okay, negative 2x squared plus 7x minus 6 equal to 0. Okay, so now because I have a negative here, so what should I do? Let's apply the negative for every number here to change the sign. So now I can reapply, okay, negative, so it will be positive 2x, negative 7x, negative 6, which is equal to 0. Now, what I should do? Now I should multiply A with C. Okay, so the first step, 2 times, so times 2. Now rewrite the question, x squared negative 7x, 2 times negative 6 is equal negative 12, which is equal to 0. Okay, now factor, what are the factors of negative 12? The factors of negative 12 here to get you 7. So I have negative 4 and negative 3. So negative 4, negative 3 is the factor to get, if you add them to get the 7. So now let's write here negative 4 and here x equal negative 3. Okay. Now, I didn't finish yet. What I told you before, because I multiplied here with 2, so I have now to divide each one by what? By 2. So now let's divide, okay, each one by 2. Okay. So now x, okay, let me now solve the question. So now x minus 4 divided by 2 is equal what? It's equal x minus 2. Here, because I told you if I have a denominator and I can't simplify them, I took it before the x, okay, or I multiplied with x, so 2x minus 3, which is equal 0. Now, look to this one here, okay, and look to this one here. Do we have same answer? Yes, we have same answer. So it's up to you which way do you like to use. It's up to you. Now, if I need to find the 0, so now the first one, x equal minus 2 is equal 0, so x is equal 2. The second one, 2x minus 3, which is equal to 0, plus 3, plus 3. So I cancel 2x equal 3, divide by 2, divide by 2. So x is equal 3 over 2. So that's the second 0. I hope this one is easy to understand. Okay, we can also do this question. Okay, but because we have not a lot of time, okay, to the video, because I don't need to make it so long. Okay, but just the first step you need to do, distribute the 3 here. So we have 3x squared minus 3 equal negative 3x squared plus 2x plus 5. Okay, now simplify your question. You can make this side equal 0, or you can make this side equal 0. It's up to you. Same thing. You get the still same answer. Now, because this one's positive, so now let's negative 3x squared. Okay, negative 3x squared. So now this one will cancel this one. So the answer here should be negative 6x squared. Okay, and also here we have negative 3, so it should be positive 3. Here, positive 3. Now it will be plus 2x. So 5 plus 3 is equal 8. So all of that is equal to what? Is equal to 0. Now, can I factor this one? Yes, I can factor this one by using any way. You can do the grouping way, okay? Okay, which is easy, or you can do my way, which is, let's call it Ismail way. Okay, now you can just factor this one by any one of these two ways. If you need any help, just ask me and I will help you. Now, here are some questions. You can try to solve them by yourself. Now, the last part of the lesson, which is the word problem solving. So as you can see here, the height of a projectile at a time in seconds can be founded by. Okay, so now this is the formula to find the height of projectile of time in second. Okay, which is look like the standard form of the quadratic, which is ax squared plus bx plus c. It's similar thing, but we just change the x's. So x's it will be t squared, okay, and b will be my v, which is the initial velocity, and c will be my s, the starting height, okay, and a will be any numbers, okay, or let's say negative 16. Okay, now if you look here, v is the initial velocity, okay, negative when it's launched down, okay, or goes down, okay. Now s is the starting height in feet, and t it's the time. There is very important note here. The term of negative 16 accounts for the effect of a gravity accelerating the projectile downwards and is only used when talking about feet per second. Okay? Feet per second. Like this example here. If we read the example, a baseball player hits a ball that 3 feet off the ground with an upward velocity of 47 feet per second. So feet per second, that's mean A is equal to negative 16. How long will it take for the ball to hit the ground, assuming it's not touching or caught? Okay. Now we know that V is equal 47. We know that S is equal to 3. Okay. And we know that H is equal 0 because we need to factor it. So now the negative, so my it's negative 16 squared plus VT plus S. So V is given 47. S is given is a 3. So now my function is this one. Can we factor this question here? Yes, we can factor. You can do grouping or you can do the way that I teach you. The book always using the grouping. Why? Because grouping, let's say, it's the most general way and it will work with every functions. Okay? Like this one. So 16 times negative 3. So a times 3 is equal to negative 18. Now what are the factor of negative 18 to give you negative 47? It's negative 48 times 1. Now let's split the negative 47 to negative 48 and plus 1. And now let's do binomial. So this two together. Okay, so that's what I did here and here. Now take the common factor. The common factor is 16 and 16 here. So this one's 16t, sorry, and 16t. Okay, so now we take 16t outside, so it's remain t minus 3. And we take here, there is no common factor, it's only 1. So let's divide, take 1 as a common factor. So now repeated part t minus 3 and the excluded part together 16t plus 1. So now let's find the 0. So the first 0 is equal to 3. The second one, okay, let's do it here. So the first one, t is equal to 3, 16t plus 1, which is equal to negative 1 over 16. Okay, so now, because this one is negative, we can take the negative. Okay, so it will be times is 3, is equal to 3. I hope you understand that. There is here another example. Try to just go through this one. And if you need any help, just contact or ask me. Have a good day and bye-bye.